In today's video, I'm going to show you a fun new feature in Photoshop 2021, the new neural filters. This is the new neural filters workspace in Photoshop. All of these filters use machine learning by Adobe Sensei. Neural filters help you improve your images by generating new contextual pixels that are not actually present in your original image. To get started, download filters from the cloud and start editing. You can find both featured and beta filters in the Neural Filters workspace. You can get to these new filters by coming up here to Filter, Neural Filters. Any filter that shows a cloud icon next to it will need to be downloaded from the cloud before you can use it the first time. Simply click on the cloud icon to download each filter you plan to use. So here the style transfer has a cloud icon. I'm going to click on that right now and download it. So these icons here, this top one means it's the featured filters. The next one down means it's the beta filters. So these are available to you. You're probably going to have to download the filters before you can use them. So to use the filter, all you need to do is click on the button and it executes immediately. You could see this wheel turning here. That's because some of these filters process some of the operations in the cloud. So internet connectivity is required to fully benefit from these filters. So there's some skin smoothing there. I'm going to add a little bit more blur, some more smoothness, say around 30, just so that you can see how this looks. And we'll zoom in here a little bit. And that is the skin smoothing. Down here is a preview changes on the lower left of this interface here. So there's the before and there's the after. This blue dot means that I've applied a filter. So when I click on that, it says I've only applied just the skin smoothing to this image so far. And if I need to reset these parameters up here on the top, the neural filters panel, it says reset parameters. So here's all the output options. I like the duplicate layer masked and say okay. So here's our first example with the skin smoothing. Works pretty good. So let's continue with this image. And let's go for another filter. If I click on this icon here, it will show all the other filters that are available. And we have one here called Makeup Transfer. And I'm going to click on the button here, and it needs a reference image. There needs to be another image open in Photoshop. That is right here. I'm going to select it, and it's working. So there's the reference image. So Photoshop transferred that makeup from the lips, eyes, eyebrows, face. And so if I click on this blue button here, it shows me that I've applied the skin smoothing and the makeup transfer. And so I'm going to output it as another duplicate layer masked and say okay. So this is just like a starting point, these filters. You have this mask right here. And if I click on the mask and use my brush tool, and I'm going to paint with black, and I'm going to go over her eyes here. They're kind of red. So I removed the red from her eyes, and that looks a lot better. There's the before, and there's after with two of the filters used, the skin smoothing and the makeup transfer. Let's see what else we can do. Hey, if you're getting value out of this so far, hit that like button. Let's have a little fun with this portrait of me. One of the filters that is available here is the Smart Portrait. Now, a lot of this processing of this filter is done in the cloud, so you're going to see some time that it will take to complete some of the processing. I'm going to click on the button and to enable it, and here's all our options here. Let's go with facial age first. I'll click that. Oh, let's make me a little bit older here. Let's see how this looks. Oh, very good. Okay, I'm older. I think I want to look a little bit younger. Let's try, see how that goes. Okay, look a lot younger there. Nice. Well, I'll just stay in the middle. Let's go hair thickness. Put it somewhere in the middle there. Okay, got a little bit more thickness in my hair there. Let's make it thinner. Ooh, it will even thin out your hair. No, I don't like that. Let's go back to the middle. Let's try head direction here. I'm moving it to the left. Let's see if it moves it to the left. Oh, good. Okay. Let's see if it'll go back the other way. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so I want facial age. I want thicker hair. So I want to look younger. I want my hair thicker. Let's see what that does. There you go. I'm gonna go with this. And of course, duplicate layer, mask. And there you have it. There's the before, and there's the after. Great job, Photoshop. Let's use a neural filter for this black and white image. We have something here called Colorize. So let's click and see what Photoshop does. The trees and the grass, green, of course the sky blue. Not too much color up here in the rocks, but you can always make these adjustments here and see what direction that will take you. You can add all these other colors into the image. It says here, click to select focal points. So if I click, say at the top of those rocks and add some red, you can use the color picker here, pick some red and click, and it's thinking. And so you can actually pick points, like this red point right here is what they call a focus point or a focal point. And I can press Alt or Option, drag to duplicate it, but you can play with Photoshop and try and colorize with this. And I can make it lighter, something like that. But you have to play with all these different controls. And I'm going to output this to a duplicate layer mask. That's an example of colorizing a black and white image. If you want to know more about new Photoshop 2021 features, click on this playlist here. If you haven't already, subscribe and like this video. And remember, it's never too late to learn. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.